Well, Brexit UK could soon be implementing an EU ban, and this all comes because of the state this country is in terms of welfare spending, absolutely exploding in recent years. You can see they're costing every household over 12 grand by 2031. We've seen the welfare bill set to surge by 18 billion quid in 1 year, according to the Centre for Social Justice there. And you can see the equivalent defence spending that would be covered by this huge surge in welfare spending. You can see just the exploding cost of benefits, and also the fact that more than 4 million people now can claim universal credit with no requirement to even look for work. And the forecasts are that this is going to explode even more out of control. Around 1,000 new disability benefit claims being approved every working day, largely due to mental health claims. And this has just absolutely exploded, this situation, in recent years. You see there the bill for working age, sickness and disability benefits, 58 billion quid now, projected to rise to 78 billion quid by 2030. More than 100,000 people now with ADHD as their main condition are receiving these PIP payments. That's a 40% increase since Labour came into power just 2 years ago. And then, of course, you've got this absurd situation of people who weren't even born here claiming huge amounts of money on benefits, more than 10 billion quid of universal credit in a single year alone going to non-UK citizens. And so it leads us to this point now where this proposed EU ban is on the table. Well, thank you so much to Outskill for sponsoring today's video. And we did recently see an example of how powerful AI is becoming when Anthropic had to pull one of their models off the internet, Claude Fable 5. Now, the ban was lifted and Fable 5 came right back online. But this shows you the sort of power you're seeing sitting inside Claude at the moment. And so that's why you should consider joining the Claude Mastery Sprint. This is a full deep dive into Claude. Now, this will be taking place this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. A huge number of people across the world have already gone through this. And in 2 days, you'll run deep research with Claude, build your own artifacts and dashboards, connectors that automate boring stuff, even your job search. And you'll get hands-on with Claude Code. And if you sign up now, you'll also unlock 3 bonuses, 50 secret Claude codes, and a complete AI prompt library and a personalized AI toolkit builder. 2 days could change the next 2 years. Sign up for your seat before they run out. See the link below this video, and indeed you can scan the QR code on screen now. And that ban comes with Reform UK pledging today to cut welfare spending, cut the welfare system by £50 billion. Absolutely a massive plan here. And as part of that, you would see people doing mandatory community work for the long-term unemployed who are able to actually work, but also that foreign nationals would not be allowed to claim benefits. So you'd see here EU citizens in the UK would be included in this ban. And that is because you can see here now more than 1.3 million foreign nationals are now on universal credit. That's exploded as well, up from 900,000 in 2022, set to go up to 1.5 million by 2029. And talking about these plans today was Robert Jenrick. Do let me know in the comments below what you make of this from Jenrick.
Furthermore, 1 in 6 universal credit claimants is not even a British or Irish citizen. 55 billion to foreigners in the last 4 years alone. Just imagine what that money could have done to make the lives of British people better, like lowering their taxes, investing in hospitals and schools, filling the potholes in the roads. The British taxpayer is acting as the welfare state for the world. That's unfair. We all know it. There are 6.6 million working-age people in the UK claiming out-of-work benefits. Among their number are many who can work, who should work, but have chosen not to. And the system's allowed that to persist. These people are really taking advantage of their fellow citizens, their friends, their neighbours, their community. And disability and incapacity claims have doubled in less than a decade, with more than 4 million people now claiming. Britain is not twice as sick as it was just a few years ago. We all know that. Even without looking particularly hard, we know that almost £9 billion was also lost to identified fraud and error last year alone because of the sheer incompetence by which the system has been managed. In towns and cities up and down the country, working people tell stories of those in their communities who are pulling a fast one, taking everyone for fools. The family who enjoy regular holidays, nights out, who have new Motability cars on the drive, but who, out of choice, haven't seen a day's work for years, sometimes decades. That is fundamentally unfair. What was a source of pride for British people, a marker that we all live in a civilized society, has become viewed by many people as a joke. And in the cold light of day, has to be seen, I believe, as both a moral and an economic catastrophe. A broken contract, which too often takes from those who choose to work and hands to those who choose not to. It's also fundamentally unsustainable. For every pound we spend on defence this year, we will spend 8 on welfare. £8 on welfare. We also live in a time of unprecedented change for working people. Everything we thought we knew is being turned upside down. Good jobs, outsourced overseas. Disastrous energy policies, deindustrializing huge parts of our country. And now, AI hollowing out the very middle class and graduate jobs that people thought would replace the industrial jobs that were lost in recent decades because of bad policies. Beveridge wrote in a time when Britain, ravaged by war, felt broken. Even in victory, it was exalted, but exhausted. Today, Britain feels broken again and faces huge challenges. It needs leadership. It needs reform.